Oh, we got great comments already, man. I hadn't seen it. It's already full. It's awesome.
Yeah, I think we're live. Yeah, so evening everyone. Welcome to another Binance live stream. Today we are here with Colin from Binance, as well as Kai as the CEO of Tokocrypto. So Tokocrypto is the exchange in which its native token, which is TKO, is currently on the process of doing the launchpad in Binance. So yeah, the live stream today will be half and half in English and in Indonesia. But since Colin will be speaking in English, I think for those of you who are not from Indonesia, but you're still interested about the TKO launchpad, I think you can stay put to the stream. And yeah, basically still manage to figure out what we're talking about basically. And yeah, at the end of this event, there will be a Q&A session. We will pick 10 best questions with a total price of 1,000 US dollar. So $100 each, and this will be in TKO. So ya, selamat datang semuanya di Binance live stream. Malam ini kita udah kedatangan tamu dengan Colin Goltra dari Binance, dan juga ada Kai sebagai CEO dari Tokocrypto yang akan join bersama kita malam ini. Jadi live streamnya malam ini akan sedikit mix, ada bahasa Indonesia, ada bahasa Inggrisnya. Untuk yang nanti dibicarakan oleh Colin, nanti saya akan coba bantu untuk summary-in ke Indonesia, and Kai nanti bakal ada in Indonesianya and ada in Englishnya juga. Dan nanti di ujung acara bakal ada sesi Q&A dengan total hadiah 1.000 US dollar. Jadi jangan sampai kelewatan. Kita bakal pilih 10 pertanyaan terbaik. Masing-masing kita kasih $100 dan nanti bentuk hadiahnya dikasih dalam TKO. And yeah, let's see how many people we have already. 200 people. Wow. All right. So I think we have enough already. Yeah, so probably we can just start with the introduction from you guys. All right. Yeah, Colin, do you want to start, or Kai?
Yeah, so probably we can. Sure, I'll get started. Hey everybody, this is Colin from the Binance Southeast Asia team. I work with Zucky and some others to expand Binance services in Southeast Asia, and so we work closely with the Tokocrypto team, among others, just to kind of spread crypto projects in Southeast Asia. And I think Indonesia is a really core market for us, and Tokocrypto has been an awesome partner. And so we're very excited to have their launchpad happening on Binance. And so we're here to tell you more about it. Let's go.
Awesome. Nice. Thanks, Colin. Kai, do you want to go?
Jadi, halo semua. Nama saya Kai, sebagai CEO Tokocrypto, dan sangat tenang untuk bisa dapat kesempatan ini untuk bisa sama Colin sama Zaki lagi. Kita dari Tokocrypto, kita kerjasama dengan Binance. We work very closely together, sangat dekat, dan sangat tenang juga. Tokocrypto bisa bawa TKO token untuk masuk ke Binance Launchpad. Dan itu saya bisa bilang itu luar biasa, dan itu salah satu yang mungkin event of the century ya, mungkin untuk Indonesia, karena itu akan menjadi pertama project dari Indonesia yang bisa masuk ke Binance Launchpad. Jadi sangat tenang, sangat excited, asik, juga sangat sibuk, tapi masih tetap semangat. Ya, makasih.
Awesome. Okay, terima kasih Kai, and thanks Colin as well. Okay, mungkin kita langsung jump straight to the topic kali ya, biar nanti kita bisa spend banyak waktu dengan Q&A-nya. I'll start with Kai first. So, I think the first question, pertanyaan pertamanya, apa sih sebenarnya utility dari TKO token itu sendiri? Karena kan seperti yang kita tahu, sebenarnya Tokocrypto udah ada BIDR, yang mana juga merupakan bentuk kolaborasi antara Binance dan Tokocrypto. Nah, sebenarnya kan kita udah ada BIDR sebagai jalur on-ramp gitu ya. TKO token ini bedanya apa dan fungsinya apa ke depannya gitu mungkin. Ya.
Oke, siap. Terima kasih untuk pertanyaan. Nah, untuk utilitas TKO token, sebelum itu ya pasti harus ngomong sedikit tentang BIDR. Itu tetap jalan, tetap masih kerjasama dengan Binance. Like what Zaki said, untuk bisa ada on-ramp dan off-ramp untuk IDR dan juga untuk bisa connect di antara Binance sama Tokocrypto. Itu masih tetap jalan dan pasti di IDR sama TKO di masa depan akan ada koneksi juga. So that's something that pasti akan something to look forward to. Nah, TKO token sebagai ada beberapa utilitas. Nah, pertama itu kan Tokocrypto itu pedagang aset kripto juga, dan Tokocrypto itu pedagang aset kripto yang juga pertama yang terdaftar ke Bapepti. Jadi untuk utilitas pertama itu untuk TKO token sebagai exchange platform token. Jadi orangnya bisa pakai TKO token. Jadi kalau orang hold TKO token di Tokocrypto bisa dapat fee discount, bisa dapat airdrop, bisa dapat merchandise redemption, sama bisa dapat insentif yang lain juga. Itu utilitas yang pertama sebagai exchange platform token. Nah, dan itu masuk ke Nah, untuk kedua untuk utilitas TKO itu sekarang untuk hal seperti DeFi lagi masih hype, dan menurut kita dari Tokocrypto salah satu hal yang kita mau bikin TKO token adalah kita mau bawa DeFi ke Indonesia. Karena pasti semua tahu di Indonesia masih ada banyak orang yang belum dapat akses ke traditional finance system kayak bank, kayak bisa dapat loans, bisa ikutin savings. Nah, untuk TKO, salah satu utilitas, kita akan membangun di atas Binance Smart Chain untuk orangnya bisa masuk ke itu DeFi ecosystem. Kita ada rencana untuk bikin kayak farming pool, kayak lending sama saving, dan itu udah semua masuk ke roadmap kita. Nanti saya bisa jelasin juga. Dan selain sebagai platform token sama bisa untuk kasih akses ke orang bisa masuk ke DeFi, kita juga fokus, ini utilitas yang ketiga ya, kita juga fokus untuk mau bikin utilitas di dalam Tokocrypto. Jadi itu TKO token seperti utilitas yang bisa orangnya yang bisa ikutin untuk CeFi product. Jadi kita akan di Tokocrypto akan buka untuk kayak bisa juga savings, kayak deposit dapat yield. Itu semua yang kita akan bikin di Tokocrypto juga. Jadi itu lebih centralized, dan itu ya kayak it's like our traditional finance system that we know, yang kita tahu lah sekarang. So ini utilitas yang ketiga. Nah, untuk utilitas yang keempat itu adalah NFT Arcade. Pasti semua udah tahu ya, Tokocrypto baru kerjasama dengan Binance untuk bikin IBW Binance Smart Chain Summit. Dan yang salah satu hal yang sangat asik, sangat seru itu untuk NFT competition. Dan jujurnya saya bisa bilang untuk semua desain itu kreatif banget, dan bisa bilang di Indonesia untuk tempat yang artis bisa membangun atau bisa grow ya, itu mungkin belum ada. Nah, jadi kita TKO token kita mau bikin kerjasama dengan platform yang sudah ada di Indonesia, contohnya karya Kasa. Kita mau bikin untuk NFT supermarket supaya artis yang di dalam Indonesia bisa
Yeah.
capitalize dan bisa basically gain access bukan cuman di Indonesia tapi ke seluruh dunia. Karena untuk Tokocrypto kita lebih fokus ke Indonesia, tapi untuk TKO token karena ada TKO token kita bisa mengakses ke seluruh dunia karena itu semua decentralized kan. Jadi untuk artis bisa lewat TKO untuk bisa akses ke seluruh dunia. Jadi kita berpikir itu sangat penting dan sangat bisa bantulah artis ekosistem di Indonesia. Ini utilitas yang ada 4. Pasti along the way kita akan menambah utilitas terus untuk TKO token dan untuk supaya there's more utility lah for the token supaya there's stable. Ini yang jawaban saya. Terima kasih.
Nice. Oke. Jadi kalau boleh di summary-in ya, yang pertama itu utility exchange platform benefit. Ini mungkin mirip dengan banyak token exchange lah. Pada umumnya biasanya mereka menawarkan ini ya, seperti BNB juga misalnya. Lalu ada utility untuk DeFi dan juga CeFi. Nah sebenarnya yang NFT Arcade ini yang paling menarik ya, karena memang sekarang kan itu lagi jadi buzzword-nya. Tapi nanti kira-kira gambarannya itu akan seperti apa ya? Maksudnya apakah misalnya saya orang dari luar Indonesia, apakah bisa beli art yang dibuka di NFT Arcade ini atau khusus untuk Indonesia atau gimana gambarannya?
Kalau untuk itu yang seluruh gak cuma di Indonesia yang bisa beli, seluruh dunia bisa beli karena itu udah masuk decentralized platform. Jadi semua orang bisa access, right? So and it's only kita cuma bisa seperti ini karena kita bikin TKO dan juga karena kita bikin TKO di atas Binance Smart Chain. Nah, itu itu hal yang bisa kita menjadi seperti.
Okay, nice. Okay, Colin, I think I want to have your input on this one because I think you're pretty big on NFT, right? And yeah, I think as the director of the biggest exchange, what do you think about exchange-made NFT marketplace versus an NFT marketplace that is just open and without being made by an exchange? I guess what's the advantages of each in your opinion?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say it's a really big market. So different companies are going to be able to attract different segments, right? So the exchange-funded marketplaces will have a different set of cohorts than very small sort of niche art marketplaces or collectibles marketplaces. And so I think there's some of the stuff that Toco has discussed is interesting, but I think it's a big market with a lot of different kind of audience cohorts.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. All right.
You guys hear me okay? It wouldn't be a proper Binance live stream without internet issues on my part.
A bit blurry, but we can hear you. Yeah. But yeah, that's a good input. Okay, Kai, mungkin langsung ke pertanyaan kedua kali ya. Ini sebenarnya bukan dari saya pertanyaannya, tapi gue lihat ini banyak di sosial media sama dari community juga. Jadi mungkin I'm sure Kai and the team already explained about this before, but probably it's a good platform to explain it again once more. Jadi sebenarnya banyak pertanyaan itu, kenapa sih TKO memutuskan untuk launch di Binance Launchpad dulu dibandingkan dengan launch secara native di Tokocrypto gitu?
Oke, it's a good question. Itu pertanyaan bagus sih. kenapa kita mau TKO masuk Binance Launchpad kan? Nah, itu itu pendapat kita lah. Binance adalah pedagang aset kripto dan yang terbesar di seluruh dunia. Kalau lihat di coin market cap itu bisa bilang luar biasa sekali. Dan kalau itu untuk kesempatan TKO kan, kita dari Indonesia yang kalau lihat di Indonesia mungkin belum ada yang satu project yang bisa menjadi besar seperti Binance. Jadi untuk kenapa kita mau masuk ke Binance Launchpad, karena itu pasti Binance Launchpad pasti bisa bantu TKO untuk bisa mendorong ke semua orang. Nah, lihat contohnya lah, best example. Pas kita rilis cerita bahwa TKO masuk Binance Launchpad kan, semua orang di dalam dunia udah mulai tahu TKO, and then udah mulai tahu Tokocrypto, dan hal yang penting udah mulai Tokocrypto itu pedagang dari Indonesia, dan itu pedagang yang sudah terdaftar di Indonesia. Nah, itu hal yang paling penting. Jadi kita mau kayak Binance bantu kita lah, bantu Tokocrypto, bantu Indonesia untuk bisa, this is the first project from Indonesia, right? Nah, itu hal yang paling penting. Dan saya tahu pasti banyak orang yang juga bilang, oh kenapa di Binance Launchpad? Tapi itu tetap orang di Indonesia masih bisa ikut dengan Launchpad, masih bisa dapat TKO tokens. Jadi jangan sedih, tetap bisa dapat TKO tokens. And kalau lihat, kita sudah bikin banyak acara yang kita udah memberi banyak TKO ke semua tokonauts di Tokocrypto, dan itu khusus untuk tokonauts dari Tokocrypto dari Indonesia. Kita ada referral program, ada banyak lah, ada acara online, ada Binance Indonesia acara online juga, banyak lah, right? Jadi itu mungkin untuk tokonauts atau semua di Indonesia, jangan sedih, kita udah memberi banyak TKO khusus untuk Indonesia, dan ya kita berpikir di Binance Launchpad akan sangat bantu project TKO untuk bisa menjadi sukses. Itu jawaban.
Iya, oke. Ya, cukup menjelaskan ya. Jadi buat yang masih penasaran dengan kenapa keputusan itu, kayaknya sih penjelasannya Kai udah cukup menjawab. Intinya sih Kai dan tim Tokocrypto pastinya ingin yang terbaik untuk take out token itu sendiri dan juga para penggunanya, termasuk yang dari Indonesia juga. Jadi jangan khawatir, semuanya pasti udah dipertimbangkan secara masak-masak untuk mendapatkan tujuan yang kita inginkan sama-sama gitu kali ya. Okay. So yeah, next one. The usual question. As a non-Indonesian, why should I invest in TKO? So this is for all of you who are not from Indonesia. Kai, why do you think they should invest in TKO?
Ada orang dari luar negeri ya lagi nonton YouTube stream ini.
Ada banyak kayaknya.
Banyak. Oke, halo semua di luar negeri. Nah, untuk value TKO kan itu bisa bilang untuk harga atau nilai TKO atau value untuk TKO. Oh, I should answer in English since it's we're not Indonesian.
Yeah. All the Indonesians already know why it's an awesome project to invest in.
All right, I'm gonna reply in English then. So, the value of Tokocrypto is packed towards utilities, right? And utilities like I mentioned, the 4 utilities that I mentioned just now: an exchange platform token, to participate in centralized, decentralized finance aspect, our NFT market. And I would say that because TKO is coming from Indonesia, and Indonesia is the fourth largest population in the world, 280 million. Just imagine the market that is in an untapped market that's in Indonesia, and just based on the growth that we are seeing on the exchange, the growth of BIDR over the past couple of months, you know, um, it's exactly that. It's that growth and that untapped opportunity that I would say that is because the more people are inside the ecosystem, of course, the demand for the token will grow, and if then something that is different from all the other countries, or most of the other countries, is that Indonesia has already begun regulating the space. For us, we are the first cryptocurrency exchange that is regulated in Indonesia, right? So there's regulatory certainty, and we are able to work very closely with the government to really push out all these initiatives in Indonesia, right? And I mean, naturally, as demand increases, I mean, we all know that the supply of the token is limited at 500 million. So as demand increases, as more and more people come into the network, um, yeah, it's gonna go up. So that's my opinion of why I think non-Indonesians should invest in TKO.
Yeah, I think.
I would.
Yeah.
Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would say something similar, which is you're making a bet on a very high growth region of the world, right? If you think about where in the 21st century growth is going to come, it's going to come from places like Indonesia, really becoming, not just digital first, but crypto first, right? And so this is a bet that, the Tokocrypto team can provide an incredible ecosystem of crypto-based financial services to Indonesia and then potentially to kind of the broader region. And so I think it's if you want to go on the macro side, it's a demographic play, and if you want to go on the micro side, Toko's got very strong sort of regulatory support with their license. Binance as a technology partner for them makes them, I think, the most high, the highest performant sort of product in the market. And so you're betting on a really strong team with really great access to technology in a really compelling market kind of for the world. And so that's I think for us why we're so excited to work with the Tokocrypto team, and Kai's team is really sharp. They've been executing like crazy lately. So for us, it's a pretty exciting project to be involved with.
It's all great teamwork, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Last one for Kai before we move to Colin. Yeah, can you share the project timeline? How it's gonna look like after Launchpad? Like, is there gonna be an integration right away after Launchpad, or what are the plans for TKO?
Sure. Okay, bahasa now ya. Pasti.
Yeah.
Jadi untuk rencana jadwal ya. Sekarang jadi untuk short term ya. Sekarang untuk TKO kita udah masuk ke bisa staking, bisa swap, bisa pool lah di bakery swap sama pancake swap juga. Baru ada Twitter yang orangnya yang bisa dapat TKO dari pancake swap, dan juga pasti kita akan bikin yang liquidity pool. Nah itu pertama yang kita udah bikin, dan untuk volume di dalam pancake swap bisa bilang itu salah satu, itu udah masuk terbesar ya di seluruh dunia untuk DeFi. Itu in the near to short term, in the next few days actually. I think the announcement is already out, udah jadi. Pasti kita akan lanjut untuk NFT giveaway di after our Indonesian Blockchain Week sama BSC Summit yang sudah jadi. Jadi mungkin ini sedikit sneak peek ya. Kita juga mau bikin satu acara khusus buat NFT. Ya, sneak peek ya Colin. Dan juga we're gonna have some very important people from Indonesia untuk bisa ikut acara ini supaya bisa talk a bit more about bisa ngomong lah lebih tentang NFT, the whole NFT market di dalam Indonesia, something that everyone can look forward to. Jadi juga untuk TKO NFT marketplace udah jadi, dan kalau lihat dari BKI Swap udah mulai bisa membeli dan menjual TKO NFT, dia udah jadi. Bisa cari tahu dari support.tokocrypto.com, bisa langsung tulis untuk Bakery Swap NFT, Tokocrypto TKO NFT. Jadi untuk next plan juga after launchpad, karena launchpad besok selesai kan, jadi kita akan listing juga di Binance sama Tokocrypto. Dan saya udah bilang banyak bahwa untuk listing itu akan tetap jam sama dengan Binance. Jadi kalau di orang di Indonesia jangan sedih atau apa, itu jangan sedih karena itu we're gonna do it at the same time. Yep. Nah juga kalau lihat dari roadmap, TKO punya sendiri NFT marketplace arcade juga akan selesai. I think it's in Q2, sama TKO lending and borrowing di Q3. Nah itu semua yang apa yang kita fokus untuk TKO. Dan ada satu lagi mau tambah. Kita
banyak.
juga, pasti ada banyak. Nah satu lagi yang sangat very exciting juga. Kita udah bikin rencana untuk mau bikin TKO center di banyak kota di Indonesia. Bali, Medan, Surabaya, Makassar, Bandung, Jogja kita udah kantor cabang. Tapi kita mau buat untuk khusus buat TKO center supaya kalau ada pertanyaan kita bisa bikin. Pastilah kita tetap harus jaga kesehatan juga ya, kan pandemic COVID belum selesai. Tapi kita ada rencana untuk bikin itu, jadi orangnya yang mau belajar tentang decentralized finance, mau belajar tentang TKO, mau belajar tentang Binance juga, semua bisa kumpul di itu TKO center untuk bisa belajar lah basically. Jadi those are the few cities that beberapa kota yang kita udah pilih dan udah bikin, ya udah mulai mau bikin TKO center di kayak Pokemon Center ya, tapi TKO center.
Menarik banget ya. Itu TKO centernya kalau boleh tahu, dia itu apakah seperti customer service hub gitu atau lebih kayak community hub, or is it a secret?
Konsepnya masih kita masih not say secret ya, tapi pasti akan membantu untuk customer support sama membantu untuk community. We're gonna basically gel all this together. So this place you can go to learn kalau ada kendala atau apa, can do all these things.
I see, ya menarik banget. Intinya dari segi timeline pun TKO itu jelas, jadi it's not just like project yang cuma eksis untuk launchpad, tapi timeline-nya jelas, ada plan ke depannya juga, everything. So let's move to Colin. Sorry Colin for waiting.
No worries. Yeah, I think I don't understand what all the comments are saying, but I think there's a lot of jokes in the comments talking about how I'm just sitting here listening to everyone speak in Indonesian.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. First one. I think we've been doing a lot of collaboration between Binance and Toco, far before the launchpad. So I guess my question is, after the launchpad is completed, what's next between Binance and Toco? What's the plan in terms of collaboration, etc.?
Yeah, absolutely. So Indonesia is a really critical market for us, and I think Binance. If you were to ask CZ himself, right, on Clubhouse or something where he does these AMAs, one of the things he tells you is that Binance is not just an exchange. We are an infrastructure provider. We are an ecosystem, right? And so, and we're trying to kind of bring crypto to really every country of the world. And so, Tokocrypto is our core partner for Indonesia, right? And so the collaboration won't stop here at Launchpad. There's a bunch of projects that we already share. So, like for instance, we share BIDR, which is the IDR stablecoin. I think it's the most successful, one of the most successful IDR stablecoins in existence. It's a key part of kind of both our ecosystem, both Binance's presence in Indonesia as well as Tokocrypto's. I think Kai and I are still chatting very regularly about different product ideas, different ways we can kind of support users. And so we have a very regular dialogue, and I think we need each other to keep expanding and offering services in Indonesia. So, the Launchpad is just the beginning. It's not called, it's not, it's called Launchpad for a reason, right? So, just the start. Yeah.
Oke. Jadi Launchpad itu bukan akhir dari kolaborasi antara Binance dan Tokocrypto. Seperti yang udah kita lakukan jauh sebelum Launchpad, kedepannya kita juga akan tetap banyak kerjasama antara Binance dan Tokocrypto. Karena Binance sesuai dengan visinya CZ itu bukan cuma sebuah exchange, tapi juga infrastruktur yang mendukung adopsi kripto secara luas. Dan di Indonesia, Tokocrypto merupakan partner kita yang memiliki posisi sangat kuat di Indonesia. Jadi kedepannya akan masih banyak lagi hal menarik yang akan kita lakuin sama-sama dengan Tokocrypto. Okay. So yeah, the next one is a question from a community member that I've seen. So he said that we've seen a lot of interest to Binance Earn products lately, savings, stakings, etc. So will Toco be listed on other products besides spot market? And is leverage also possible? Can you comment on that, or?
Nothing I can comment specifically, other than to say that we continue to expand services based on interest, right? And so, as Toco continues to be successful, and the TKO token, continues to be, widely accepted and used, as it continues to become a standard, we're gonna offer more and more services to support it. So, I think that's our standard playbook, right? So. The more interest and demand there is on the platform, the more and more we offer it as in our different products, right? And so we would love to do that for TKO also. So that's why we're doing things like this to spread information about it, to spread information about the Tokocrypto team, the Indonesian market, these sorts of things. And so ultimately, we want people to kind of understand the story behind this, so that there can be broader adoption, and that token can be used in a whole suite of products.
Yeah. Oke. Jadi pertanyaan mengenai apakah TKO akan disupport di produk lain selain spot seperti kayak earn, saving, staking, etc. Jadi itu tergantung dari demand-nya itu sendiri. Kalau misalnya demand-nya beberapa saat setelah Launchpad terlihat make sense untuk di-expand produk lain, pastinya kenapa enggak, tapi kita belum bisa konfirmasi atau deny mengenai hal-hal tersebut. But itu tergantung dari demand-nya itu sendiri. Kalau misalnya emang ada cukup banyak orang yang menginginkan itu, pastinya kita bakal support. I think that's all that we have for the interview session. Do you guys want to say something before we move on to the Q&A? I think we want to spend more time on the Q&A this time. Colin, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm okay taking questions. Yeah.
All right, Kai, do you wanna say something before?
Lanjut.
Oke, kita mulai Q&A ya.
Susah pilih ya.
Iya, banyak banget loh
Itu
kali
like
ini.
kayak
Yeah, there's so many questions.
There's one I like actually.
Can you
By
tell me
Afrizal Reza. It's a question about gaming in Southeast Asia and Indonesia. Shoot, man,
Can
it's
you
going so
put-
fast. Yeah, here. Okay.
this one, right?
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
This is a really cool question. So I want to point to a few things. So it says the question is if you agree TKO and BSC will create gaming token collaboration, I think it's a potential market. I don't want to speak for the BSC team because it is its own project with its own ecosystem and its own kind of developers outside of kind of Binance. We're just one part of it. But we've actually gaming has been a huge exploration for our team. So we've done a few things already. So the project lead was actually based in Indonesia, and we did a giant esports tournament called the Battle of Asia. I think Zaki was part of that as well.
Yeah.
And that was a huge success for us. We worked with a bunch of different token projects and sort of sponsored amateur esports teams to what was the tournament? We did PUBG, right?
PUBG Mobile.
Yeah, we did a giant PUBG tournament. We've also actually done quite a bit of we've done multiple launchpad projects that have been focused on crypto gaming. So both Axie Infinity and Sandbox, which are both crypto-based games, were launchpad projects. And so gaming is a really interesting use case. It interacts with tokens, NFTs, and kind of a bunch of other sort of branded content. A lot of really creative people are building just incredible projects there. And so we know that in Southeast Asia and especially Indonesia, gaming and esports is huge. And so we're really excited by that space because I think there's going to be a lot of people honestly earning by playing games, right? I think that's happening in some of the crypto games already. And so I see that as a really important vertical for Indonesia and for Southeast Asia. So it's something Kai and I have talked quite a bit about already. And so, gaming is really cool. That's something our team thinks a lot about. Cool question.
All right. Kai, do you want to give comment on that? Or
no, as in I totally agree with what Colin said, and as you can know, I think just some quick, not say a teaser, but we do have kita pernah ngobrol sama kayak like the esports. Kita udah ada kerjasama dengan Onyx kan, salah satu yang grup yang paling terkenal di Indonesia, dan tetap pasti mereka juga suruh untuk bisa kalau ada NFT lah buat the gaming. Dan I cannot remember what's the percentage for mobile games or number of people that are playing games in Indonesia, but I think itu pasti banyak sekali kalau di Indonesia. So I think it definitely ada pasar untuk ini.
All right. Next one.
Okay, because right. Okay, so this is interesting. As part of our plan, I guess this question is in English, so I'll answer in English then. So as part of the plan for TKO, you can see that a portion of it is for the foundation. And as part of the foundation's plan, what we're going to do is that we're going to incentivize people to start referring their friends and their families to enter into the crypto space, to enter into DeFi, to teach them about DeFi. So just now I mentioned about the TKO centers that we're looking to set up. So we're going to have like a decentralized, kind of like a decentralized way of doing it. So the own TKO centers will be kind of like self-running, community-driven kind of centers, whereby people will go out and teach of course, leveraging on the foundation's support to go out and basically get people to onboard. And right now, in order to participate in this whole space, to make an account on Tokocrypto, I mean, all you need is your KTP. Cuman perlu KTP, cuman perlu goyang the muka untuk pas liveness test. Jadi, ini gampang sekali. Nah, pertanyaan itu adalah kenapa traditional finance sampai sekarang masih belum? Itu saya bisa bilang karena kalau traditional finance masih perlu ke bank. Tapi untuk kayak yang opsi decentralized atau di atas blockchain itu you don't need a kantor, you don't need a office, semua bisa online, semua bisa digital, right? Jadi untuk strategi toko kripto, untuk bagaimana kita bisa mendorong TKO ke semua orang, ya itulah yang saya tadi bicara. Ya sebentar ya seperti itu.
Okay. Trying to find the next one. Some people are spamming the chat.
Yeah. YouTube should have an anti-spam function, like an anti-spam bot.
Can we take this one by Johnny Luo at 8:42 p.m.? Yeah.
This one, right?
Yeah, I'll take this one. So why should we buy crypto on Tokocrypto while in Binance we can have more complete facilities like Launchpad, staking, savings, right? So first of all, I think both of them are, if we're just comparing crypto as in, standard altcoins on, standard tokens listed on both Binance and Tokocrypto, right? Both of them have very deep liquidity. Tokocrypto has a bunch of services that it uses from Binance. So, I think both of those platforms should be good for your standard purchase needs. But to the extent this is, meaning why should you hold TKO versus, BNB or trading on the Binance platform? A few things. So first of all, BNB is truly a global token and a global platform, right? So yes, it has more service offerings and it's also in more countries, right? But each country has its own different growth profile and these sorts of things, right? They're tackling radically different markets, right? TKO is just getting started, right? So right now it's just an exchange, but someday TKO could be part of a whole, I think as Kai has talked about, I'm not sure if, for those who maybe didn't understand the parts in Indonesian, someday TKO will likely be, several services that it works on, right? So, it's a bet that you're getting in early on access to a full ecosystem. And then the other thing is, yes, BNB is focused on the whole world, but sometimes actually Indonesia is going to be in the next decade or so one of the highest growth markets in the world, right? I think just demographically, kind of the way wages are rising and GDP is rising and all these things, like there's a lot of macroeconomic support for Indonesia, right? And so in many ways it's a more concentrated bet, and it's also earlier, and it's the bet that this is a team that can execute in a particularly fast-growing market. So I think they really do have different narratives, and so it's probably not fair to compare them directly. But yeah, I think it's a bet on the team in the market and getting in much earlier than BNB's already pretty established. Where the BNB has the third largest sort of token by market cap already, right? And so you're betting on something that's much further along in its development, right? Yeah. Whereas TKO is still very new, which also means higher risk, by the way. But it's something new in a very high growth market, and and so that's attractive to some to some people that would want to hold it and use TKO. Yeah.
All right. All right. I guess next one.
This one sounds a bit the same like the 2 questions ago.
Is it? All right. Let me find another one.
How about this? Michael Aditya.s at 8:43 p.m. Kai, kita know that the Indonesian government has not supported the world of crypto 100%. How would you respond one day if one day the Indonesian government rejects the existence of the crypto world?
All right. Do you want to answer that? I'm trying to find it.
8:43 8:43 Michael Aditya.s.
Yeah. Can't find it.
Okay.
Or if you want to answer that, go ahead. But probably, unfortunately, we cannot reward him just because I cannot put a screenshot on it.
Oh yeah, the people have asked so many questions that it's already beyond the. I just tried to
I can't
it's
scroll up
already-
anymore. I just moved my
Yeah.
mouse a bit and it's gone. Oh no. Aditya, Michael Aditya.s. I'm so sorry.
We
yeah,
should
it's a
still
good-
answer the question anyway because it's a good question. Yeah.
Ya,
Yeah.
jadi ini pertanyaan asik sih karena itu saya bisa bilang pasti itu risiko ada bukan cuma di Indonesia tapi untuk semua negara pasti ada risiko ini. Dan nah kalau ada dari pemerintah bilang oh sekarang kripto semua ban kayak seperti India kan. Tapi itu saya bisa bilang walaupun government bisa seperti itu, tapi kita bisa lihat contohnya. Nah, Wazir X di India ya. You know, itu pemerintah India udah sering bukan satu kali ya, sering ngomong mau berhentikan kripto kan di India, tapi sampai sekarang masih belum bisa. Dan itu salah satu yang saya bisa bilang tetap kripto itu semua itu decentralized dan susah untuk mau berhentikan oleh siapapun ya, itu susah. Dan aside from that, selain itu dari Tokocrypto kita juga selalu kerjasama dengan pemerintah di Indonesia, kerjasama dengan Bapepti, dengan BI, PPATK. Kita selalu engage mereka untuk bisa kasih understanding tentang kripto, tentang dunia kripto, dan bisa bilang mereka saat ini masih sangat positif untuk blockchain dan kripto. Dan kita harapan nggak sampai hari itu yang dari pemerintah mau berhentikan semua, tapi kita tetap maintain good relationship ya, support dari mereka, kita juga support mereka, dan tetap kita mau tetap regulated lah semua sebagai regulated exchange juga. Jadi that's my answer.
All right. Nice.
Do you mind just giving a 30-second short summary of that in English too? Because I do think that's, especially for outsiders, right? That's probably a really relevant one, right? Because you're making a bet on Toco and TKO and its ability to expand in Indonesia, and so I'm sure people outside of Indonesia or even outside of Southeast Asia are interested in that answer too.
Right. Quick summary. It is a risk, but we are putting in every means and measures we can to maintain a relationship as a regulated exchange in Indonesia. We're always working with the commodities and derivatives regulators. We're working with the financial transactions monitoring agency. We're working with Bank of Indonesia. Our COO Teguh Kurniawan Hamanda is the chairman of the Association of Exchanges in Indonesia, which has the support of Bapepti. And we're also working very closely with the Indonesian Commodities and Derivatives Exchange as well as the Indonesian Clearing House. All of this is our effort to make the space a regulated space, somewhere that it will last long term. And the day that regulators will say nope, stop everything, will not come. So essentially, that's our effort in pushing this up.
Totally, yeah.
Yep. All right, next one.
Okay. I should answer this. Nah, why are we using Binance Smart Chain? Kenapa kita pakai Binance Smart Chain? I think pasti kalau di atas Binance Smart Chain lebih tepat. Jadi CZ sering ngomong juga ya, kenapa Binance Smart Chain. Fees-nya murah, transaksinya cepat. Ini dua, cukup.
I don't know what he said, but I don't know what he said, but I think I can translate that just that end part, right? fees, fees, and then transaction scalability. I assume is a key piece of that.
Yeah.
It's faster and cheaper.
Fast and cheap. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay.
And easy to integrate. Sorry, forgot that part.
All right. Do you want to try this one? I think it's for Kai.
Yeah. Any plans to add e-wallet features?
Of course. It is already in our roadmap. We're already, itu udah masuk ke roadmap kita dan bisa bilang sebentar lagi. That's all.
Okay.
It's coming soon.
Yeah. All right. I'm just writing down the username. All right. Next one. Do you guys see anything interesting, or should I? Oops. Wrong click. I think it's for Kai again.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Crypto stores. I guess it's a translation of Tokocrypto. Means to transfer future and can take out all the payment learning in Indonesia. Okay, so untuk foundasi Tokocrypto. Okay. Now untuk the foundation, right? Kita, the question kind of answers itself. Tokocrypto is the foundation for TKO. Kita sebagai pedagang aset kripto pasti tetap, if let's say everything nggak jadi, kita pasti masih ada TKO untuk sebagai exchange platform token, dan juga orang bisa memakai TKO untuk bisa perform transactions in Tokocrypto. Jadi it's our foundation, as an exchange. We have our own exchange tokens. That's the foundation of where this TKO started. And on top of that, di atas itu, karena sekarang ada lagi hype di NFT, lagi hype di DeFi, jadi kita karena pakai Binance Smart Chain juga, kita bisa masuk semua utilitas ini. Dan itu I can say, bisa bilang itu beauty of smart contracts, right? It's the beauty of the blockchain world and blockchain ecosystem. You can continuously build, right? Build and grow, increase your menambah fungsi, menambah utilitas, right? And that kind of answers the second question. Itu kayak jawab untuk pertanyaan kedua, what our futures, Tokocrypto's future plans. Itu pasti, we're gonna keep increasing the function, keep introducing more utility. And then untuk pertanyaan ketiga, di Indonesia belum bisa pakai kripto sebagai mata uang, jadi no, we cannot use it as a payment, tapi bisa pakai sebagai komoditas. Nah, untuk learning bisa lewat juga, kita udah bikin satu aplikasi Cryptoversity. Jadi kalau ikut sama di apa namanya courses kayak how to participate in Binance Launchpad course, jadi bisa dapat TKU juga. So all these things are kita bisa bikin karena ada TKU.
Alright, nice answer. Next one is from Clash Royale. Basically something that was written in the white paper about hybrid mechanism or something. Is it still relevant? I'm not sure. It's for Kai.
Oh, hybrid. Yeah, basically it's like basically the benefits of hybrid means we can enjoy the benefits of both the centralized finance aspect of things as well as the decentralized aspect of things. And I think that the only way that we can do it is because we have both the centralized Tokocrypto platform as well as the decentralized Deka or token. That kind of blends into a perfect hybrid between these two, Tokocrypto and TKO. So definitely the benefits, if we can explore more utilities, we can explore more functions, definitely increase the participation inside the network. So yeah, definitely those are the benefits of what a hybrid kind of token is.
Alright. Menjawab ya berarti untuk Clash Royale. Next one. Ya, kayaknya tadi ada yang tulis Tokocrypto, the largest in C. Do you remember the name, Colin?
Yeah, it's by okay, I'll answer it. Yeah, it's by Fisika at 8:55 p.m. Yes, Colin and Kai, do you agree if I said Tokocrypto will be the biggest exchange in Southeast Asia? And I'm going to answer this for Kai because I think Kai needs to be humble here, but I'll be his hype man tonight. I have there's no question in my mind that Tokocrypto is going to be among the largest. Yeah, I would argue that they're already among the largest exchanges, focused on Southeast Asia. And I think I think if we have anything to say about it, we're going to make a really credible run at being the top. Yeah, I think that's in the cards here.
Yeah.
Kai's not allowed to answer that because he's got he's a humble guy. But yeah, we're gonna make a very credible run at it here. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Yeah, we still have two more.
I will just say really quickly, we know there's a lot of very enthusiastic price questions. It would be bad form for us to answer those. We don't blame you guys for trying, but yeah, it's probably bad form to answer those kinds of questions. Focus on the long-term vision anyway. I think there's a lot of long-term thinking here, and so hopefully that's the narrative you're buying into.
Yeah. Okay. Think. Yeah. Do you want to try this one? Kai.
Binance Exchange nomor 1, number 1 exchange in the world. Tokocrypto Exchange number 1 in Indonesia. Binance dan Tokocrypto. Binance Tokocrypto sekarang also we are collaborating
basically, now. Yeah, is there a plan for TKO to create its own blockchain?
No, I can untuk saat ini bisa jawab it's not in our short to mid-term plan. No, I think the Binance, menurut saya, Binance Smart Chain cukup kuat, cukup murah, dan cukup cepat. Right, Colin?
I think I know what that means, and yeah, one thing I would say is one of the things I think CZ had the original vision for is, in crypto, there's these things called network effects, which is the bigger the network, the more kind of services you can provide and the more valuable it is, right? And so, CZ has been working hard for very many years to create BNB, to expand BNB onto now multiple chains, and to build network effects around the BNB ecosystem, around Binance, around services that Binance provides. And so I think the way that we've helped empower Tokocrypto is is a testament to that, right? And so I think for at least the foreseeable, the long foreseeable future, I think Tokocrypto is going to benefit a lot from the network effects on Binance Smart Chain. Yep. And so if they were to switch, to a different chain, they would lose those network effects, right? And so on day one, TKO is going to be interoperable with a whole ecosystem of Binance Smart Chain based DeFi, right? And if they had their own chain instead, they wouldn't be interoperable because, all those other ones are built on Binance Smart Chain, right? So Tokocrypto will, TKO will benefit immensely from the network effects of Binance Smart Chain. And so I think, I don't want to tell Kai how to run his business, but I think it would be a bad business decision to lose all the sort of hard work that CZ's already put into it. And so, I think they've got a lot of growth on Binance Smart Chain still. So that's probably their best move.
Yep. Jadi jawabannya untuk yang ini tidak ada plan untuk TKO untuk buat blockchain sendiri, dan juga dengan membuild TKO di atas Binance Smart Chain sebenarnya keuntungannya adalah TKO jadi dapat banyak akses dengan semua services dan produk yang udah ada di Binance Smart Chain, dan juga ada the power of network effect yang tadi Colin udah mention juga, which is really powerful. So belum ada plan atau tidak ada plan bagi TKO untuk buat blockchain sendiri. So I think we can close it up with this one. I think it's pretty good. I think both of you can make an attempt to answer this.
I can take this first. I can do this first or second. Yeah.
So do you want first or second?
All right. I'll jump in on this. Listen, one of the things I think Binance does really well is we are very effective at executing quickly. We add new. I think that there's a question about altcoins, and we add new tokens. I think generally try to add new tokens with their high quality pretty quickly. I think we've got one of the largest service offerings in terms of different types of tokens listed globally. We have very deep liquidity. We have the largest user base. These are all things that give significant advantage, right? In the last question, I talked about network effects, and network effects are a competitive advantage when you have a large network. Another a way that manifests in the exchange space is liquidity. So when you have very deep liquidity, you have better pricing. You can offer better services. You can attract more users that way. And so Binance has a lot of users, very deep liquidity, very large service offerings. And then one of the products that Binance made, and this is a key part of Tokocrypto's business, is we have the Binance Cloud, and it's kind of like Amazon has a product called Amazon Web Services, which is they will provide software products for you to run your business on the back end, right? It's that's where you hear the cloud. And so in the same way, we have those kinds of services for Tokocrypto and other exchanges around the world like them. And so I think Tokocrypto will be able to compete well in Indonesia because they have access to this really large global technology company, which is Binance, right? And so they're the only instance of Binance Cloud in Indonesia. They have, and I think that gives them truly like a significant competitive advantage. They get to access Binance's token offerings. it's liquidity, it's scalable, systems. They get to access us, the team. We get to do community events like this, and so, I think we like to think that Binance gives them a significant competitive advantage against, other exchanges that have to, I think there's been other exchanges in Indonesia, and with this bull market, I think there's been, some struggles to scale and to add, to be able to add users and these sorts of things. And, everyone's going through that, but I think Tokocrypto has a significant advantage by being able to basically use a lot of Binance's software and services for this.
Yeah, I attest to that statement, and basically what Colin yang tadi jelasin, tetap kita akan fokus untuk kerjasama dengan Binance karena Binance sebagai pedagang aset kripto yang terbesar di seluruh dunia, pasti yang kita bisa belajar banyak, bisa kerjasama banyak, itu penting ya. Jadi itu salah satu strategi. Nah, strategi itu ada sedikit link ke pertanyaan kedua. Kita sebagai pedagang aset kripto yang pertama ya terdaftar ke Bapepti, kita level mungkin tertinggi lah, strict banget untuk, nah contohnya KYC. Pasti banyak orang yang ada di sini pasti akan komplain kenapa KYC belum. Itu kita bisa dari Tokocrypto kami bisa bilang itu kita strict banget karena kita mau sesuai dengan peraturan yang ada di Indonesia ya. Dan kedua, kenapa kita gak ada sebanyak token sama exchange yang lain di Indonesia? Itu karena kalau lihat di peraturan dari Bapepti itu udah bilang gak bisa masuk. Ada kriteria juga untuk jika mau masuk coin ke exchange, right? Jadi kita tetap akan masuk coin baru, tapi kita juga perlu untuk bikin research bahwa ini coin yang bagus, yang juga jangan mau kasih ke nasabah Tokocrypto koin-koin yang gak jelas ya, seperti itu. Jadi ulang lagi, ada dua strategi yang kita tetap pasti mendorong. Pertama, kerjasama dengan Binance. Kedua, untuk maintain our regulatory compliance lah, seperti itu.
I see. All right, nice answer. Yeah, so we have the 10 winners already. Kita udah punya 10 pemenangnya, and let me pin it here.
Wow.
Yeah, so selamat. Selamat buat Afrizal Reza, Trita Taruna Ramadan, Joni Luo, PGK Custom, Maul Tangles, Sandi Permana, Clash Royale, Fisika itu Mantal, dan Hasbil Ham 88, dan yang terakhir Theodorus Panda Baskoro. Jadi untuk para pemenang mohon PM ke Telegram @muhamadzaki, lalu kalian tinggal kirim bukti bahwa akun YouTube kalian benar yang itu, dan juga Binance ID-nya. And yeah, gitu aja sih. So actually we already have all the questions we need, but do you guys still want to answer some or?
Sure. I'm happy to answer more if there's relevant ones. One that I do see that's a good one is by Deden. This person asks, "Hi Colin, is the collaboration between Binance and Tokocrypto the technology from Binance being adopted by Tokocrypto? Why did Binance choose Tokocrypto to partner with?" And I think our answer there is it's a really strong team. So I think Kai's got a really good vision. He's surrounded himself by a bunch of really like high quality, experienced executives. And then they take they were the first licensed exchange in Indonesia. And I think there's just a vision to provide a lot of different sort of DeFi and crypto services. And so I think there's a good track record of collaborating already. And it was pretty obvious
Yeah.
choice for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. I saw this one. I think it's a good question.
Oh, excellent question.
Yeah.
Itu saya bisa bilang sebelum COVID kita udah mulai untuk bikin pojok kripto. Tahu nggak pojok kripto?
Oh,
Kan
that's
sekarang kalau udah di universitas ada pojok saham kan. Nah, kita lagi sebelum COVID kita udah bikin di aku lupa di mana ya. Ada 2 universitas, satu di Bandung dan satu lagi di Jogja. Nah, kita pengen mau mulai lagi ya untuk yang bikin pojok kripto. Tapi bisa bilang itu tergantung pandemi sih.
Yeah.
Kita bisa. Tapi kita udah pernah bikin dong ya pojok kripto.
Ya. Oke. Jadi buat David Corneto udah sempat ada plan dari Kai dan timnya, namun sekarang karena memang COVID, jadi mungkin perlu di hold dulu gitu kali ya. But yeah, stay tuned for this one in the future. Okay, probably the last one for tonight. It's a bit of a technical question. I don't know what he meant by that, but probably about the liquidity or market making, about the TKO. I think during the launchpad.
If the supply runs out, masuknya semua hold kan.
Yeah.
Jadi iyalah.
Everyone is holding.
Yeah, if the supply runs out, you better hope that you're holding some of it, because if the supply runs out, then people have to spend a lot more for it, right? That's supply and demand.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so I don't know how to answer that too, but I don't. There shouldn't be a case where supply runs out. At least, based on token economics, that would not happen, right? As supply decrease, price would increase, and then it will always come to an equilibrium. So I don't think that the supply would ever fully run out. Hopefully. Minimum amount for is 10 USDT, right? Minimum trade on Binance.
I think it's $10. Yeah, 10 USDT.
10. But for BIDR pairs, it's 20,000. 20,000.
Yeah. So anyway, I think for every coin, there's gotta be a seller and buyer every time. It's not gonna be like one-sided order book. So kayaknya gitu aja sih untuk malam ini. Jadi so thanks for Colin and Kai for being here with us tonight. It's been really helpful to increase the knowledge about TKO and about the collaboration between Binance and Tokocrypto moving forward after the launchpad. And yeah, we're looking forward for the end of the launchpad tomorrow. Hopefully everything is going smooth. And yeah, I guess that's all. Do you guys have any closing remarks, or should we close it down?
Follow us on all the social medias, right? Tokocrypto, TKO, Binance Indonesia, Binance English, all the social profiles.
Yeah.
That's where we have. That's where we leak all the alpha. That's where you get, that's where you get to see stuff like this, right?
Yeah. All right.
On my side, I'm just gonna close with I know this my PR person told me to say this. So trust is our most valued currency, and salam to the mundo.
All right, nice one. Okay, thanks everyone. Terima kasih semuanya. Sampai jumpa lain kali. So yeah, selamat malam. Bye bye.
See you, everybody.